All right. And the other
Excellent.
thing I was going to do, and I'll still do it as if we had a group meeting. So I was going to ask everybody to share either their favorite thing about the competition or their most challenging thing about the competition or both.
Okay. Um, I think the favorite thing for me, I especially saw it yesterday. What, or was it yesterday? When that one girl was really upset that her numbers hadn't moved and she was crying, and just the support she got from everybody was so special.
Oh my God, I even missed that. So was that in our Facebook group?
Yeah, she had just posted, like, she got on the scale, she did her weigh and measure, and then she said she did her walk, but she did it while she was crying because she just was so discouraged.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and then everybody just really rallied around her, and it was really cool. And I
Oh,
love that. Yeah.
no kidding. Because so often the numbers, one, sometimes the scale doesn't change. Two, taking your measurements is very prone to error.
Hmm.
And I remember doing a nutrition competition with Fortis. And the same thing, the girl didn't, so they came in, they all took pictures and they all got weighed. And one girl didn't share with me, but she went home and cried. And I didn't even
Mm.
know. But the next day when I sent her pictures, she was like the pictures were like way different, but the numbers hadn't changed for her.
Interesting.
Very, right?
Yeah, those dang numbers.
So, oh, poor her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look and see. I
Yeah, I
missed
can't
it.
remember her name, but she did post again this morning that she was grateful and she was feeling better.
That's so good. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's what I love about this community. They are so supportive. The coaches, the people, in the group is like second to none.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what I was planning to do, because, well, I had planned to talk about intermittent fasting even before Paula's challenge because the questions were coming up anyway. And then it just ties in beautifully with Paula's challenge, I felt. So I think you had specific questions about intermittent fasting.
Mhm.
All right,
Well,
let's start there. Mhm,
um, I'm just because I'm finding it's a smaller window, even though I'm only doing the 12 and 12,
mhm.
that I'm trying to do 3 meals. And so I'm eating bigger meals and then I'm full.
Yes.
And so I feel like I'm eating less because I'm full, just
Yeah.
trying to fit it all in there.
Well, and that's the thing. So first of all, if you're feeling full after a meal, well, there's a caveat, but I think you're eating too much. So here's the thing.
Okay.
So if you're now I know you're in a build phase. And if you were super, super lean, I wouldn't be that worried about it because if you're putting on muscle, you do need to eat more. But in your
Right.
case, there's a little bit of a balance where we want to lose some weight and put on muscle, right? So your workouts are done like for heavy building muscle, but your nutrition is really more of a fat loss protocol. That's how I'm balancing it. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're eating and you're full, you've overeaten.
Okay.
You specifically, like for fat loss.
Great.
But I get it because I did the same thing. So when I went to intermittent fasting, my calories did drop. So this is what I do, Twyla, and maybe it'll work for you. So there's something called a Matador study. Are you familiar with it?
No.
Okay. So in that study, what they found, and I'm going to start switching people to this as well, but what they found is if we eat in a caloric deficit, like quite a large caloric deficit, and then go back to maintenance, toggling back and forth, people lost weight without damaging their metabolism.
Okay.
Yeah, and they lost more weight or fat, technically, more fat than people who just did steady state like um, a moderate caloric deficit. Okay. So in the Matador study, it's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. What I found works for me, and this is also, I believe this is in the study or that has been tested, is 5 days super low and 2 days higher. So during the week, I go super low-ish. in my window. On the weekends, I do tend to eat more anyway. I start early. Joe wants to have a little breakfast. He is an intermittent fasting. I might eat a little earlier. So you might want to try that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if we wanted to look at your specific numbers, I could do that for you. Maybe when we hang up, I'd say, okay, this is what I think you should do like Monday to Friday. And this is what you should do Saturday to Sunday. And the average should be close to whatever we've got you on now.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and I should also caveat that, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I just want to make a note. So I need to send calories for. Now, for tracking, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt because I'm not going to change your calorie counts back and forth all the time. We'll just leave it where they are
Right.
and we'll just know. Okay.
Okay.
The other thing, if you're on like blood pressure or heart medication, I know you're not pregnant, any eating disorder, anything. She's like, how do you know? Don't judge me.
What makes you say that?
So if you're in that spectrum, eating disorders, any of that intermittent fasting wouldn't be a very good choice, maybe.
Mm,
Also, if you're super stressed, like if you wake up anxious, then intermittent fasting probably isn't good because it does increase your cortisol. Now, the 12-12 window probably wouldn't, but a 16-8 will.
okay.
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 So we can try that so that it kind of fits more into your program. Because they don't want you overeating because we do like the belly needs to lean out, right? We want to show
Mm,
off the muscle, but we've got some fat to lose around the muscle, I feel.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. I did want to ask you something. We're talking about the matadors. Oh, I know what it was. So you were saying that your reps and your weight has dropped. I
Hmm.
wanted to explore that a little bit because I thought, ooh, I wonder if it's the intermittent fasting or something else is going on, but I did want to pick your brain a little bit about delving into that.
I think I was just really fatigued because that was at the end of my week. And
Okay.
I just felt like my body was just, I couldn't pick up the heavier weights that I normally would. So,
And that happens, Twyla. Like I've gone down to the gym and went to do something I'm like, It's not happening today."
yeah.
Usually it's a bad sleep for me. That's what affects me more.
Okay.
But as
Yeah.
long as you listen to your body and as long as it doesn't prolong itself, because when your biofeedback markers start going south, that is an indicator that we are messing up your metabolism. We're not
Mm,
feeding enough. We're not recovering. Something's wrong that we need to
okay.
address or it'll backfire.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday I got 6 personal bests. So I had a good day yesterday.
Oh,
So
girl.
yeah, I think it was just a little slump. And I am in like a major stress situation at home. So I think that's probably
Yeah.
affecting it somewhat.
Yeah. And that's been going on for a while. So that's going to weigh. And over time, it does worsen, right? Because you're carrying that burden for so long.
Yeah.
So it's probably good that you're sticking to the 12-12 because as I said, if you get into a bigger fasting window, it can increase your cortisol.
Mm, okay.
Okay. So I just want to jump on. I think we've got you at about 14. Is that right, Twyla?
Well, it's 16, but I rarely hit 16. So 14 is kind of where I'm stopping.
Okay, so let's say if you're intermittent fasting and you're reducing, you're probably at like closer to 12.
I'd have to look. I'm still pretty close to the 14.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. The
Okay.
only day I was really low was our pickleball day because I didn't plan around all the extra activity and extra time that I didn't have to sit down and eat.
I hear you. 100%. Okay. All right. So still at about 14, but we are talking about lowering it, which is going to put you into that like more of a aggressive deficit. And then so I would
Mhm.
encourage you on Saturday and Sunday to maybe get up to 15, 16, right?
Okay.
So if you're like 12, In fact, we can do the numbers right now. This is how I do it. Um, let's say we're at 50, oops, whoops, 12-ish, 12, 13 times 5. So that's 6,000. 6,000. And then what did I say? So you would get more to like 1,500 on two. That's 3,000 for a total of 9,000 divided by 7. It's 1,280, about 1,300.
That's average for the week.
That's average for the week. So it's still a little
Okay.
low.
Okay.
So maybe it's closer to like 1,250 Monday to Friday. And I'll redo the math, but that's kind of my
Okay.
guess.
My
Okay.
pen keeps dying. I'm trying to write this down.
Well, because you need it right now, it's going to mess up on
Yeah.
you. That's how the universe has a sick sense of humor, I tell you. Anyways, I'll do the math after we hang up, and then I'll send you the numbers and play
Okay.
with them, like in case I might have to balance it more or whatever. But that's kind of how I figured out.
Okay.
Um, any other questions with the intermittent fasting?
Um, I'm just trying to figure it out. I do really like, I tend to, when I feel hungry, I automatically feed myself.
Yeah,
And I do like just making myself wait, wait
yeah.
and stay hungry for a little bit before I eat. I think that's been good.
Yeah, 100%. I thought 6 months ago, maybe a year now, I would have never said, don't even talk to me about it. I don't think it's good. Men respond better, women do not, da da da. But
Mm.
then the science and the more I heard in my courses and everything said otherwise. So I tried it again. Because back in the day when we did intermittent fasting, it was like for a whole day. I
Oh,
would get
wow.
cold, I would shake. I hated it. It took me like 3 times because before I'd speak to something, I always try it myself. Anyway, and if you go overboard, it can still backfire. But this 12-16, 12-12 to 12-16, I feel amazing.
Mm.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Wednesday was my longer day, so I didn't eat my breakfast until after I'd had spin
Yeah.
for the hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just felt good. I didn't feel low energy or anything. I just actually felt probably higher
Me
energy.
too. 100% because they say the intermittent fasting what can improve your brain function. It can help reduce blood pressure and help with blood sugar, so insulin
Mm.
management to help you lose weight. I train with in a fasted state all of the time.
Oh, wow.
hmm
Mm.
But here's the thing. So if you do your spin class or your strength training in a fasted state and you don't have anything, the body can use your muscle as tissue.
Right.
Use your muscle as
Nice.
fuel. Yeah.
Cool.
So what I'll do is I'll take BCAA or EAAs. Do you use them?
I use the BCAAs.
Perfect. And do you
Yeah.
put it in your water when you're at your spin class?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. And sometimes I'll even put 2 scoops in if it's
Okay.
really aggressive, and that will keep you in an anabolic state so we don't lose muscle.
Okay.
And
I also have
technically,
sorry.
go ahead.
I also have creatine in my water.
Mm,
Also, I don't
perfect.
know if that helps or.
They're very good. And they're saying more now, new studies. Again, I used to say creatine, we didn't need it, blah, blah. But new studies are saying it's very good for us in menopause for muscle tissue, to retain muscle tissue.
Okay.
So
That's
it's
what I
good.
heard. So that's what
Yeah.
I thought was good.
Yeah. What was I going to say? So we were talking about the BCAAs, put it in our water. I don't remember. Anyway, we'll come back
Just
to
for
me.
weight training, just to keep the muscle. Yeah, I don't
Even
know.
during the spin class, you want to put it in
Yeah.
your water because you'll use your muscle tissue as fuel.
Yeah. I do feel if I'm weightlifting on an empty stomach, I definitely get low really fast for some, but it's different, I guess.
Do you use, well, I used to be that way too. I would only do my cardio in a fasted state, but now I do everything. But when you're weight training, do you still put the BCAAs in your water?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you might try. if you want to continue with the fasting and do your weight training, you could like take the shot, like put your BCAAs just in a little bit of water and like shoot it. Take the
Oh,
whole
okay.
5 grams and then put it in your water too. So you have 10 grams and see if that
Okay.
helps you.
Okay. I've seen people do that, but I never knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Okay.
And I do remember what I was going to say. So because we're taking the BCAAs in our water, technically it's like called dirty fasting, right?
Mm,
Because in a fasted state, you're having water, you're having green tea, black coffee, nothing that raises your insulin.
okay.
Okay. Now the BCAA is not going to raise it much, but technically I think it's called dirty fasting, but I do it. I'm good. I feel great. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, The other thing, and I know that you're going to stick with the 12-12, but I'll say in case we do post this for the other gals, if they want to get to 8-16, which is what I'm doing usually most of the time, you want to work up slow. Like you said, like the mornings are really hungry, right? Because your body's getting used to that. So you shouldn't go, if you want to do the 16-8, you shouldn't go there straight away, right?
Okay.
You should, like, say your breakfast is at 7, maybe you move it to 7:15 for 3 days. And then that feels normal to the body. Then go to 7:30 for 3 days, right? And then just push your breakfast out. Because if you want to get to the 16-8, your breakfast, your first meal is like 10 or 11 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I'll eat
So
my
how do you
last.
get all your food in then in 8 hours?
You know what? That's a very good question. And I was thinking about this and I was trying to do my calculation of my calories. I haven't counted calories for so long, Twyla. I don't even know how
Mm,
many calories I eat. But so the first thing I do is my shake, and there's probably 400, 150, 250. Okay, that one probably only has 300 calories in it. And then, but I'll eat again in 2 hours. And I bet you I have yogurt with blueberries and granola, and I have a lot. And that one's probably 400. And then my dinner, and then I'll have another snack, maybe a protein bar or nuts, or I might have leftovers. So there's another 250 to 350. Oh, and I have a bunch of peanut butter too
oh,
with my
okay.
yogurt. That's usually, no, okay, okay, okay. So let's say another, yeah, that's 400 at least, maybe 450. And then my dinner is probably 350. And then I always have nuts, too many nuts after dinner. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Here. Oh my goodness. So 300 plus 450 plus 250 plus 350 plus 200. Yeah, so 1550, I'm eating Monday to Friday. So my first one's at 11. Then it depends if I have pickleball or whatever, but around 1, at 4, and then at 6.
Okay.
Okay. But I do kind of backload because yeah, I love my
Mm,
little nut situation. So I have my dinner, which is 350 or 400 calories, and then I'll have like at least another 200 calories in nuts. But I try and get that all done by 7.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think I need to add shakes. I used to have shakes all the time, and now I just kind of took them out of my plan. And I feel like shakes are a good way to get calories.
I friggin' love them. They are so easy to make, to get your calories. You can put anything in there,
Hmm.
right? What I have loved is a product called Silic Dextrin. It's not Silic though. I apologize. I was out at the pickleball court with Joe, so he needed help with his clinic. And so
Okay.
I probably haven't eaten and my brain's kind of like foggy because I was just managing to get back here by 2. But anywho, Silic Dextrin. It's a complex carbohydrate And it's been
Okay.
proven to reduce cortisol. And I find when I get it and use it in my shake, I always lose body fat. So I'll stop using it for a bit because I always change things up. You can't keep doing the same thing. Like your body
Right.
adapts. The end. Whether it's your workout or your nutrition, I switch it back and forth a lot. Anyhow, if I drop it, I don't use it for a while, bring it back in, I always lose body fat. And I think it's because it reduces the cortisol levels. So I
Mm.
put that in my shake
Is it
instead
a
of.
powder? How do
Mhm.
you, where do you get it?
I buy my stuff with Canadian protein.
Okay.
So I will send you a link. Actually, I can put it right in the chat. Or would you prefer I send it to you after?
Um, Either one.
Okay. I'll send it to you after. So I buy my stuff at Canadian Protein and Silic dextrin, highly branch chained Silic dextrin. But I'll find the product for you and
Okay.
just share the link. In fact, if I give you the link, you'll get a discount if you use my link to buy your
Okay.
stuff.
Cool.
All right. Um, less than 12 calories, and then Canadian protein. But yeah, I think shakes are the bomb. At one point, I was
Mhm.
even having two a day. I don't do that anymore. I've gone more to Greek yogurt or leftovers or whatever. But if I was super busy, I used to do two shakes.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I do have some in my cupboard. I just, yeah, need to remember to use it.
And do you use whey protein or do you use a
Yeah,
vegan?
it's the way.
Okay. And you don't have intolerances, like you don't have bloating or gas or anything like that.
Not with dairy, I don't think. More with like raw vegetables. I can't do raw vegetables.
Oh, is that right, eh?
Yeah.
Does garlic and onion and tomatoes bother you?
No, tomatoes are good. It's like broccoli, mm, lettuce, cauliflower, kind of those. I don't know.
Well,
I just feel like my stomach is so.
it might be, and other people have said that too. And I've said, you know what? Sometimes that when you first introduce those foods, I would think you've been doing it for a while.
Mhm. And it's okay if it's cooked, just raw. Just can't do it.
Yeah, I've had other clients say that too. And I'm sort of, well, ride the wave and see if you had them every day for a week or two, would it subside? The body settle down. Because it's
Mm.
just not used to digesting the raw vegetables, but they're good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
often
started
people
having,
can't. Sorry.
oh, that's okay. I do put some greens in. I was having greens because I felt like that subs
Exactly.
helped.
Yeah, exactly. Substitute. Yeah. So the shake with the scuba greens, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
put that back in there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
actually that might help you because I think we were looking at your fiber and it was often low, and the greens will
Hmm.
touch that up.
Yeah. I have to grab some. I don't have any at the moment.
Okay. Um, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go intermittent fasting just to see if there's something that I think, oh, we could talk about that for other people.
Okay.
Let's see if there, you know, I'll do intermittent fasting questions. Chat GPT will tell me what everyone's asking. Common questions is safety. What beverages are allowed? For sure, it's safe, but I would say don't overdo it. So I had a client and we went to the 12-16. She was feeling amazing, loving it. She was getting all the results. Bloating was gone, losing her weight. She felt great. So then she decided she's going to do 24 hours. She didn't ask me, she just did it. And then, of course, it all went to shit. Because we think that's where the Western culture, right? Oh, a little works. Oh, like, do it like tenfold. No. So it's safe, but I wouldn't overdo it. What beverages are allowed, like water, like we kind of went through it. Want anything that doesn't raise your insulin. And if you're a coffee drinker, you need to have it black if you want to stay true to fasting. So, and even like sweeteners are like dirty fasting. But if you put cinnamon in your coffee, it takes the bitterness away. It's really good. In fact,
Ooh.
I do intermittent fasting, but it is dirty. I love my coffee and I am adding my stevia. So sorry about it. I don't care about the rules. It works for me. I'm good. But I add cinnamon and it's like a game changer.
Oh, I'd like to try that. I have been having black coffee, which I don't normally have, but
Okay.
I don't mind it. But cinnamon would be a good to
Yeah.
try that.
Yeah, I'm hooked on it now. Um, Another question, how do you manage hunger? We kind of talked about that where you don't go again, like little steps always works better. Don't go all in right to eating your first meal from 10, at 10 a.m. when you're used to eating it at 6. Just push it out
Mm,
every 15 minutes. Yeah. And
right.
which methods are most effective? I think everyone has to figure out what works for them. I have seen, and I followed this doctor, very smart lady. She actually got the award from Time for content in 2025. And she's a menopause specialist, board of director, OBGYN in Texas. Anyway, she was all about 16-8, all over, like that was her thing. And then about a month ago, she said she wished she had known this before and she switched to 12-12. And I tried to Google and find out why she switched, and I never found out exactly why. But her lifestyle changed or her body stopped responding. But I think it has to do with what we're saying earlier. You have to switch things up, right? So you do the 16-8 for a while. It feels great. But then you find, you're a little bit sluggish in the gym. You're not sleeping so good. Go to 12-12 for a little bit.
Mm,
And that's kind of how I live my like Monday to Friday, I'm on point. I'm doing my 1550 calories, pretty scheduled. On the weekends, I eat a little bit more, I eat a little bit early. Yeah. But I would
yeah.
say the most effective one is what's going to work for you. Like if you're an athlete, like a performing athlete, like CrossFit athlete or professional, even pickleball player, I doubt that they're fasting.
Mm,
Right? They're training super hard and then they got two field things a day. No, they're not fasting.
yeah, they probably need a ton of calories.
Exactly. Exactly. Or if you're like a marathon runner, you're probably not fasting.
Mm. Well, it's been good to try. It definitely gave me some, just feel like it's fun to try something new. It gives you a little bit more motivation to keep going because this is new. And
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I was surprised how well I felt on it actually.
yeah, it's something I never really thought I would be interested in trying, but yeah, it's been good so far.
Never say never, right, Paula?
True. Yep.
Okay, I have to switch gears. I absolutely love that video you and Amanda posted. Oh my God. Did you guys have to practice that before you were able to do it?
That was us practicing. We tried it probably, well, 4 times, and that was the one that I shared. But yeah, it was a little scary. We tried it both ways with her on my knee and then me on her knee. And
You guys
we
are
had a good laugh.
now, you posted one day that she is your sister. So I thought, is it like your blood sister or like you're just so close she feels like your sister?
Nope, she's my sister. She's 7 years younger than me.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. See, I did not know that till you posted it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of fun together. She's, yeah, one of my best friends for sure.
Well, it shows like when you guys are together, especially in the gym. Well, I guess that's where I see you the most in the gym. Oh yeah, you can tell like there's just so much camaraderie there and love and respect. Like, oh my God, so cool.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for her.
That's wonderful, right? And you want people like that in your life. It's so important to have good people in your circle and not
Yeah,
people that bring you down and judge you and make you feel shitty. So,
yeah, exactly. Mm.
yes, ma'am. So I haven't looked at your pictures. Have you taken them yet?
Yeah, I did them this morning. I'm kind of happy with them, especially my tummy. So my scale died though. I guessed on my weight because it was glitching. But
Okay.
my pictures, I feel like it's a little flatter in the
Oh,
midsection.
And you know, if I had my druthers, I probably wouldn't even put the scale in. I'd have people just measure and take pictures,
Hmm.
take their girth and
I would like that too. I, some people can just look at it and just be like, it's just my data. But some people like me just take it like,
me too, me too, Twilight. And I'm embarrassed to say, like, I know better and I preach the scale is just a number. And why are you letting it get in your head? I'm exactly the
Mhm.
same. I get on the scale and I'm like, what? No way.
Yeah, yeah, because you get on feeling all positive. I've done so good, and then that stupid number, and then you're just all just bummed again.
I love that. And you know what? We should boycott it. Like our group could go, if we want to, we're just going to look at measurements and pictures. We
That
don't
would
have
be
to do
nice.
the scale.
I
I'm
would
gonna
really like that.
okay, I'm gonna suggest that because it just plays with everybody's head. And like that poor lady who was crying. I'd love to know.
Yeah.
I'd love to know if her pictures and her measurements showed change. Because there's someone in our group. And I'm surprised. And I told her in her video review, like, what? The number is the same. Her pictures are different. The measurements are different.
Hmm.
But so much can affect the scale. The barometric
Yeah.
pressure, where it's sitting. Like if you move your scale, it can give you a different number. If you're
Yeah.
retaining water, too much salt, alcohol last night, take whatever. There's so much. Your cycle. Actually, I should ask my client actually if it's her cycle. Anyways, yeah, I hate that. I could even
Yeah.
swear. I could even swear at it. Okay, daily scale. And I mean, if some people are attached to it, they don't have to. But
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
suggest we stop. Okay.
I think that'd be good. Even like this week on the weekends, you've had me do my stats because I know you're just wanting to see the midsection change. And
Mhm.
I'm just like, I'm not getting on the scale. I'm just going to measure. I'm not going to weigh myself every week because it's, yeah, it just kind of gets frustrating.
Especially with you and all the PRs people are doing, that means they're putting on muscle. If you're getting stronger, bitch, you are getting more muscle, and that's going to weigh more on the scale. I feel bad for that lady, whoever she is. I really
Yeah, I
hope
can't
her
remember her
measurement,
name.
I'm going to go look her up when we hang out, but I hope her numbers were smaller.
Yeah, I'm sure. It seemed like a lot of the other ladies know her and that they have seen her and that they
Oh,
can see that she's definitely making some changes in her
exactly.
size. But yeah.
Oh, God. Breaks my heart, because we work so
Mhm.
hard. And the thing is, like, we work so hard and you are making progress, and then you feel you're not. The mind is powerful, right? So if you think you're not making progress and you're like, and then you go back to old habits.
Yeah, you're just
And
like,
you were
okay, this isn't
actually,
working.
yeah.
I
And
quit.
you're, yeah. And you were like actually in a good place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Dang.
was glad Paula went and did a live about that yesterday because did you
Oh, good.
see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she said at this point, at 6 weeks, is where everybody gets frustrated and they do start to go like, I'm not getting any results. This isn't working. It's been 6 weeks. I quit. And she
Right.
said, we're just right on the verge of where things start to change. You just got to hang in there a
That's it.
little longer.
That's it. And what's your alternative? I mean, it's your choice. But go back to what you were doing? That wasn't
Yeah.
working because you're here. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. And everybody's sleeping better and better moods and yeah.
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 Well, I was on a track. I was gaining. And I know it's the stress and depression, but I was gaining and gaining and gaining. And if
Yeah.
I hadn't started this, even though it's not been what I was hoping to be thinner by now, but I know I'm reversing where I was going. So
Mm,
it's still worth it.
exactly. Exactly. And that the depression, the sadness does, well, it increases your cortisol, which is going to increase your inflammation. And
Mm.
that's not conducive to the body losing fat in an inflammatory uh, environment.
Yeah.
The cinnamon actually might help you. And I think last time we introduced fish oil, right, for phase two.
Yeah. I haven't bought it yet. I forgot to grab that fish oil. Get a list.
It's a little pricey, but you might find it's worth it because it will reduce the inflammation. We're all, or most of us, are deficient in it.
Mhm.
And it's been proven to help with cognitive function. You might even feel better with it.
Yeah, it is
Mhm.
on my list.
Okay.
Gotta, we are on a budget for sure at the moment, but
Yeah, I gathered that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Miss Hua, the Zoom's going to shut us down in about 3 minutes. Is there anything you wanted to talk about or ask before we close the call?
no, I feel like we covered kind of the things that were on my mind.
Okay.
I really appreciate that we actually got to have a one-on-one.
100%. That's
You're,
why yeah. And now I appreciate you saying, oh, we can reschedule. I'm like, no, this was the time. I was a little late, but yeah, I wanted to talk to you anyway. Mm.
yeah, I'm really glad. You're
Yeah.
one of the positive people in my life too.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, no, it's doing good. Hanging in there.
All right. I know. You're a very strong woman. Very strong. So draw
Some
on
days.
that. Oh, I know. That's it. And when yeah, it comes and goes.
Yeah, definitely.
As long as you keep it. Listen, on the personality you put out there on Facebook, everyone wants to be that person. Everyone wants to be with that person. So joyful, so positive. You and your sister,
Mm.
like, and just having fun, just enjoying life.
Yeah.
You know,
So
that's a
we were
secret.
getting some funny looks at the gym, but that's okay. We were having fun.
Girl, you know what? Well, you know what? The people who are having fun usually do get funny looks. Just saying.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Ah, shoot. All right. Well, I'll let you get on with your day. I'm glad we chatted.
Okay. Me too.
All right.
You enjoy your day too.
You too. I'll send you some stuff when we hang out.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
All right, my
Thanks.
friend. See you
Yeah.
soon. Bye bye.